Well, across the country, a pro-gun phenomenon is taking place. It's called constitutional carry. The idea that the Constitution, where's mine? I got it around here someplace, that the Constitution is your permit to carry a gun in public. The idea is taken off. 21 states now have constitutional carry in place. Now Alabama, a bright red pro-gun state, is taking up the issue. But the movement now has a surprising foe. Alabama Sheriff's Association President Bobby Timmons. He is on record telling the media that he does not believe the Second Amendment covers the right of the people to carry a firearm in public, only in defense of your home, he is on record saying. I'm not sure where he gets that, seeing the Second Amendment reads, let's just quote it here, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It's pretty clear. In no way can bear arms be interpreted to mean just your home. Timmons is even recruiting the help of the anti-freedom, anti-gun lobbying group Moms Demand Action. Here to weigh in on the constitutional carry movement and the plan to push back against Bobby Timmons is the spokesperson for the National Rifle Association. Lars Daleside is here. Lars, great to see you. Boy, you would think an Alabama sheriff would be on our side, the side of law-abiding gun owners. Who is this guy?
It is very surprising to get this sort of result from the Alabama Sheriff's Association, from their director, no less. So as we're going through, you know, we have 21 states, as you mentioned in your intro, that now have a constitutional carry or permitless carry, as some like to call it. It was passed in 5 states last year alone. So it really is sweeping across the country. And we're looking at Alabama to probably be the first one this year in order to take it up, pass it through, and have the governor sign. So to have somebody in this position to come out with this type of teammates in a Bloomberg-funded group is just mind-boggling.
You know, I've had sheriffs from all across the country call me. They're angry with this sheriff. I've heard them reach out to this sheriff to talk to him about him. I know there's sheriffs in Alabama as well that are upset about this. Let me give you a quote from this Timmons character, where he was quoted as saying, we can throw it up on the screen. This is he was quoted as saying, "I disagree with them, being the Supreme Court. They need to cite the date when the Second Amendment was codified to be part of the Constitution." What in the world is this guy talking about, Lars?
Well, that part I have no idea about it. I'm sure that he told that to the reporter over his iPhone, which was, you know, created a few years ago, or perhaps he did it on his computer, which was just created a few decades ago. So this whole idea about the fact that it doesn't go along with what today's standards are is just completely ridiculous.
It absolutely is. So what is the NRA doing to push back against this guy, to make sure we get constitutional carry in Alabama and so many other states?
Well, we've been working a lot on our grassroots side, reaching out to the people, knocking on doors, making phone calls. We have our state director, Art Tom, who's down there in the State House talking to the legislators in both the House and the Senate side, making sure that that gets through. And we're reaching out to the media, reaching out to the members and supporters, and making sure that they understand that the basics of this bill, of any constitutional carry bill, is that it allows anybody who is legally allowed to possess a firearm to carry the firearm. There's a lot of doomsday and wild, wild west type scenarios that people predict whenever these bills come up for vote, and none of them ever come true. And that's the main thing that we're trying to get out there to the public.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind. Here it is. I found it. I always keep it on my desk. This is my permit to carry. And every state in America should recognize this, the Constitution, as a permit to carry. Hey, real quick before I let you go. It's the year anniversary of Joe Biden being in office, and I want to give a big thumbs up to the National Rifle Association because last I checked, there's not one really anti-gun, gun-grabbing bill that has been passed under him, and that's what he promised in the first year, and they don't have one yet, and I think in large part that's due to the work you guys and us as members of the NRA.
Yeah, well, the men and women here at the National Rifle Association, along with our millions of members out there, we've been working really hard. We've been contacting our legislators, and we've been making sure that that last part of the Second Amendment shall not be infringed stays in place.
Absolutely. Well, Larsdale side, always great to have you on the program. Thank you. Thank you to all the work the NRA does on behalf of so many law-abiding gun owners out there. We appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thank you, Grant.